World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. The Danish government has fired its chief of defense after he had failed to report a weapon system malfunction on one of the country's warships. The malfunction incident happened last month while the Danish frigate Iverhuetfeldt was deployed for an escort mission in the Red Sea. According to a Danish defense media outfit citing a confidential report by the frigate's captain, the ship's radar and missile systems had failed during a drone attack by Yemen's Houthis on March 9, endangering the lives of more than 100 crew of the vessel. The warship eventually managed to operate the system, which led to the destruction of 4 Houthi drones. The incident caused no damage or injuries on the ship and the crew. Speaking at a press conference, Danish Defense Minister Troels Lund Poulsen said he had not been informed in detail about last month's incident, but the matter led to his loss of trust in Chief of Defense Flemming Lenfer. He also said he was not aware of the captain's report about the incident. Lenfer, who was appointed as the Chief of Defense in October 2020, will be replaced by Major General Michael Wiggers Hilgard on an interim basis, according to Poulsen.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In our news, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says Israel's explanation for the deaths of aid workers in Gaza was not good enough, demanding accountability for the incident. Speaking at a press conference in Sydney, Albanese stressed the need to have full accountability for the deaths of the 7 workers of the charity group World Central Kitchen and make sure the investigation would be transparent. He also mentioned that pronouncements stating the incident was just a product of war were not good enough, demanding the findings be made public to shed light on how the mishap exactly occurred. Israel's government on Tuesday confirmed that its military had mistakenly killed 7 workers of the World Central Kitchen in a Gaza airstrike, prompting international condemnation and calls for explanation. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in a video message, said that such incident happens in war and vowed that his government would conduct a thorough inquiry and would do everything to prevent the recurrence of the incident. Albanese, in an earlier call to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, has expressed Australia's anger and concern on the tragedy, which also killed an Australian member of the charity group.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
For Philippine Embassy and Consular news, the Philippine Embassy in Washington reminded the public to be vigilant against fraudsters claiming to have a link with embassy officials and Philippine diplomatic offices in the United States. According to the embassy, there are scam artists, fraudsters, social media trolls, and impersonators claiming to be officially sanctioned or falsely representing the Philippine Embassy, the Consulates General, the Ambassador, and/or the Consuls General. The fraudulent activities and statements of the said individuals usually use misleading and false account names and/or email addresses. With the proliferation of such activities, the embassy urged the public to visit only the official page of the embassy and the Philippine ambassador or its official website, philippineembassy-dc.org, to learn more about the Philippine diplomatic mission's official contact details. It also urged the public to report any suspicious accounts or fraudulent activities impersonating Filipino officials, institutions, to have it or them banned and removed from the social media platform.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
You just heard World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.